Guess you just bash his head in. Yes, but if I build a cannon-based deck, I need to be able to survive a turn 2 Gazrilla. I love Dragon Fire ammo, but Tactical Reinforcements is just better. Countess Ashmore. The rush cards aren't good. Dragons are hilarious. Execute is necessary for late game bosses. And the dragons they're giving me, except for Alex Strauss's champion, aren't that great. So you know what? Let's take Strike.
Griselda paid a price for crossing me.
Look, I'm not your prince, Griselda, so can you just leave me alone? Thankfully, my cannons don't exactly care about what she does.
Darius versus Griselda.
I am in position.
I'm just gonna shuffle away all of these. Minions don't really win the day against Griselda, just because her hero, if she doesn't get minions herself, her hero power tends to destroy your field. I'm surprised they didn't give Darius Cult of the Wolf. It just seems like it would make so much sense. Alright, let's reduce the cost of something. Reduce the cost of extra powder. You basically, with Griselda's fight, never want to play a minion when she doesn't have minions herself. Because she will hero power first, and then play her minion to punish you for your transgressions.
I have an action to run.
Smooches!
That's random.
Reality. Whoa.
I could extra powder and just start spamming the button. I don't see a reason to spam the button just yet. Okay, maybe now's a good time to extra powder it up. The problem is even if I extra powder it up, I don't get anywhere. That's a problem for future me. Playing minions is worthless. Worthless. I preferred if you didn't have any more flame geysers. Yeah, she's just gonna burn me down because I've literally got nothing else. I can't play minions into this.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
It's time for the tableau. Get in there and fight, maggot!
I should have bashed. Yep, she just frostbolts me down. Admittedly, she has a ton of cards in hand, which can be a ton of spells, so... Oh well, we lose to Griselda. I'm not surprised that we lose to Griselda. Anything that relies on some minions being on the field generally loses to Griselda. Toki is usually one that's fine against Griselda, but... Oh well. God, this might end up being Shaman 2.0, where it took me how many runs to beat Shaman? Then it took me like, what, one run to finish off the last one, who I can't even remember what it was. Mage.
I am in position.
God, of course to take Mage. He just hits your face an awful lot. He doesn't really stop for anything though, so I'm probably gonna lowly squire and just go up from there.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
That mole makes me feel really dire.
Back to work.
We're using real swords.
You know what? I'm just going to abusive
Maggot.
you.
No.
Swing you in. Hero power, and then swing in the 4-drop.
Sorts.
That's Mark of Yasharj, not Mark of Nature. I've apparently forgotten this. And as such, this fight's going to take a lot longer than it really should have, because I could have just bashed. I just realized I had my car keys in my pocket for about the past couple of hours.
We're using real
I've just
swords.
apparently forgotten that they were there. Whoopsies! Maybe instances of tactical reinforcements should be dropped in favor of just damaging the damage for the cannons. Pillage the Fallen would be great if I could get lifesteal in my weapon, but tactical reinforcements is just better than both of those. Sure, we can just sit here armoring up.
Ancient spirits, hear my call. By root and vine, we'll crush them all!
Splinter Root, I don't care that much about. Gnarl Root, sorry.
Gnarl Root!
This isn't Splinter Graft. Who's the annoying one?
I am in position.
If Splinter Graft copies... If Splinter Graft copies one of your minions that has the battle cry to produce cannons, would it produce a cannon on its side that fires whenever you fire? I actually don't know the answer to that. I think it'd be interesting, but I don't know the answer. We'll play the Armor Smith into this.
Armor made to fit.
He usually buffs his own minions. There's Mark of the Wild. Please don't trade. Of course. Well, it's at least kind of a 2-for-1. As long as he doesn't buff it again. Well, at least this kind of works. Do I just extra powder and just fire twice? I think I do. We can just tempo out the extra powder turn and then just continue to go face for the end of until the end of time. I'll tempo out 6 damage. Put him on low enough where health total actually starts mattering. Ah, excellent. Cruel Task you. Cruel Task you. Hit you. Cannon, cannon. Or cannon, cannon, cannon. And just keep going. I always need to check for lethal. I never pay enough attention to it, because I was just about to swing the 2-2 into the 3-3. And then start clearing board using the cannon again. Now, I've heard rumor that the ship's cannon works off of the hero power of Darius Crowley. Rather than relying on rumors and hearsay, I'm going to look this up really quickly. Crowley Monster Hunt. I'm curious. Tell me your secrets. Tell me your ways. Treasures. So if there's anything involving ship's cannon. Okay, cannon. Grizzled other cannon treasures such as Tuskar radar, Dragonfire ammo, tactical reinforcements. Cannon synergy. Reducing the number of spaces on the board. I don't think ship's cannon does what I think it does, but we might find out. Let's see here. Do they have pirates? Requires a heavy commitment to offer good value. Okay. No, the cannon in and of itself does... Getting ship's cannon does not count as an additional cannon for Darius Crowley. As such, I will probably just grab I'll probably just grab the commander package, because the commander package has enough cannon synergy. Hey Griselda, we just lost to you not even a second ago. With about the same deck, can you please not use your hero power every second? Or get lucky with your hero power?
Darius versus Griselda.
I am in position.
I don't want extra powder,
Again!
nor do I need King's Defender. Red Band Wasp, since it's a rush card, actually can be used. Silverhand Regent, combined with the cannon effect, can also be just used, barely. I don't want to use Cruel Task, because Cruel Task just dies. Red Band Wasp. We might as well try. Well, at least that's Frostbolt gotten rid of. What do I reduce in cost? Extra powder. I don't feel the need to play anything right now. I just feel the need to be pressing the button as many times as possible. Why didn't I press the button again?
Ash to ash.
I make so many mistakes. When I'm not doing anything, I'm just playing cards for the sake of playing them.
I'm made to fit.
I want to use the extra cannon. Let us... Abusive? Abusive, Nexus, and Cannon?
Fight, maggot!
Let's negotiate. You can see the acquisition.
We'll Cruel Task you and just kill off the big one. I just want Nexus Champion to live. Did 25 patch notes with the defect. We now have 60 out of the 75 card arts completed, and we're putting on the final balance touches. Keep in mind that balance and changes will still occur after the character is released into the main branch. Excellent. I look forward to being defective.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
That's impossible.
Hero powers can be used multiple times a turn, Crowley. There we go. Griselda, you just like being really annoying, don't you? Yeah, you just like being really annoying. Silverhand Regent, we're going to be hitting the hero power button
Well met.
3 times.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
Reporting for duty.
Didn't work the way I wanted it to work. Oh well.
Reporting for duty.
So, she shouldn't be able to hit anyone important with the Witch's Kiss? She always hits someone important with the Witch's Kiss. And that's why we hate Griselda. And my cannon is now completely out of position. Glorious.
Sharp gadgets and steel.
Reporting for duty.
Arcane shot. We're gonna bash your head in, and we're just going to go all out.
Be purged.
There's an endless amount of 1-1s that I've just been shoving onto the battlefield, and yet somehow Griselda is still able to continue to hit the important things.
It's time for it. The battle!
It mystifies me.
Ash to ash.
Oh well. New Slay the Spire character hype. Oh, thank goodness she actually just gave me the victory.
Take this! Who you want me killing?
I hate Griselda so much, but at least she's over and done with. Next card bucket. Rush at the start of your turn, transform this into a 5/5. I think the Gillian tracker, like, teleports further. But I think we're probably going to take the Seabreaker Goliath. Choose a minion, put it into your hand, it costs 0. Nah, we'll just take the Seabreaker Goliath. I think the Gillian tracker constantly transforms into something bigger each and every time, but I just don't have a reason to do so. And we are going to take Vanguard. They're big taunts. Big taunts are good when dealing with our good friend at the end, Lord Godfrey. Let me count the ways that I hate Lord Godfrey.
Darius versus the Chupacabran!
Minions with lifesteal, meet the
I am
cannon.
in position.
All of this is good enough to keep in an opening hand. And we'll get more cards later. Lowly Squire, you will become the biggest Lowly Squire I think I've ever seen. Do I care about this thing's existence? Not really, but I can use it to continue to pump my stuff. I guess I've got no choice but to just continue hitting the button.
Real sorts.
Well, at least it's a 3-drop Armor Smith. I kind of want the Amani Berserker to use. Oh. Ah, you had to trade. Makes me sad.
It's time for it.
Now, he doesn't have lifesteal, but I think the armor is basically supposed to be the lifesteal theme. That's with this character. Now, if I were to hit this, can I hit the Seabreaker Goliath? No. But I do hit the Alley Smith, and we'll put up the Armor Smith and the Alley Armor Smith. Well, that's rude. I see your lifesteal, and I raise you 2 more cannon shells. Fire away. We'll make it through this. Even if it kills me, I will use the Seabreaker Goliath. I just hope he runs out of humongous damage spells, and enough so that I'm going to actually just shoot this once more to drop a fairly high strength Alley Armor Smith. And I'll just see if he uses Vampiric Fangs again.
I'm fast and furious!
Glorious. Seabreaker Goliath twice. Or the Seabreaker Goliath should cost nothing.
I have an action.
Indeed, avast ye matey. Let's see if this 15/15 is big enough. I I mean, I'm going to get a free helping hand of 1/1s from this point onward. Get out of my face. Who are you swiping? This thing? No, you're trying to get Goliath.
I'm furious!
At least you're out of cards, so we can actually do other things with our life, except sit here and watch me press a cannon button every 5 seconds of every single day.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
Start running.
I think I could have killed him, but... I mean, now I'm most definitely going to kill him using the lowly squire that he so ingraciously killed at the very beginning of the match.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
We're using real swords.
There we go, the Chupacabra is finally dead. May your sheep stay in peace, farmers, and may the blood remain within them. Are we gonna be legends? Are we gonna get their attention? Because what we're doing here ain't just scary, because it's definitely about to be legendary.
Baron was such a gentle soul. Alas, I needed his eyes.
I don't care about Baron because he has not many minions.
Darius versus Baron.
I am in position. Who's there? I can smell you.
But just hold on to the Lich King because he's going to get reduced in cost anyway. Then we're going to see how big of a lowly squire we can make before Baron really does anything.
One day,
Well,
I'll
this
be
is
a
all the
real
big
knight.
stuff. If he has another whirlwind, I'll be impressed. Well, if you're going to reduce the cost of this thing to 0, I'll just play it.
Armor made to fit.
This is gonna suck. Fine, we'll trade you away, because I need to deal with the armor.
We're using real swords.
May my
Ancestors watch over me. Problematic. Okay, no longer
Get
problematic.
in there and fight, maggot!
The Seabreaker Goliath gets closer and closer to 0. I, on the other hand, lose my patience. Go. Well, if you're gonna cost 0, I might as well.
Sharp gadgets and steel.
This is gonna be problematic. Will it be problematic? I don't think so. Cruel Taskmaster is gonna come in on this side. Then... you have to go in.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
Well, you don't actually have to go in. We can just spend our time pumping up our attack. I should be able to deal with this.
Sever my wrist!
So we're gonna do this, which injures you just very minorly. No, I've already learned my lesson once. I think I could just deal with the Siegebreaker, or the humongous Seabreaker Goliath. So clear that. For 3. All of this stuff can currently trade. It's a bad idea to just trade all the stuff. We can instead trade you two together and continue to get rid of his armor.
Gotcha. My ancestors watch over.
The blade be thirsty.
Okay, good. He doesn't actually have execute. I thought he did. That would have actually been terrifying.
No problem.
You sit right here. We're hitting the button twice. He can trade however the heck he wants.
Shiny here, shiny there.
And I guess a 2-mana Lich King will cover most of my problems.
Warriors of the frozen wastes.
Doesn't end him yet. But he needs to kill these 2 big things or die. I've got an Obliterate in case he actually plays anything huge.
Defend the gates!
Well, that deals with my Lich King. You are so close, Baron. You are just this close. You can't see it, but I'm holding up my fingers to the screen, showing him how much more damage he just needed to do. Answer 7, by the way, for those who can't pay attention. And he would have lived. Give your minions +1 attack this turn. Caltrops to deal damage to minions that they play. That loses to Godfrey so hard. And I tend to spam out minions, so you know what? Let's play the Victorious Rally. I would love to play these cards. But I also recognize I need to have a bit earlier of a curve. Like, we already have Lich King 2 Ragnaroses in Yasharj. I'm going to just take some extra armor to heal up. Forlorn Lovers. Baby, this is gonna suck. So, I need to clear their board. I either need to clear their board or have them with nothing versus the Lovers.
Darius versus the Forlorn Lovers.
I am
This is
in
good,
position.
this is okay,
I'll be
and
with
this
you
is
again
not that
soon,
great.
my love.
I can deal with a Lich King. Preferably I'd get Yashar so I can start pulling my Ragnaroses out, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. Alright, what do you play on turn 1 that messes with me? Nothing. I would do the Red Band Wasp. I'm hero powering because I need to start getting the cost, like the stuff in my deck's cost reduced. Mana crystals? Me and my stupid hope.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
Well, we might be able to do an early rag. Maybe. Not sure.
Run away!
I can't play you twice. I can't play Ragnaros right now. Let this be known. Is it a good idea? Probably is. If you can play an early Ragnaros and force them to respond to you, that's not a humongous issue.
Don't go!
It also means that it's going to constantly clear things at the end of my turn. I can't be bothered. Let us get the Regent together.
Job's done. Reporting for duty.
Hit face?
Come back to me.
Ah, you got a Feldori Strider. Spider Ambush. I'm probably going to put the Ally Smith on this side. Extra powder, and then... Because I can't cannon twice. Well, I can extra powder.
The battle.
Swing in. And cannon anyway.
Reporting for duty.
I will keep you close.
Yeah, we can cannon again.
Reporting for duty.
I'm never letting go.
Welcome to my
There's the other Faldori Strider.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
I can use the Gilnean Man in order to continue to buff up my minions just a little bit more.
The battle.
So hit you. explode the field.
Reporting for duty.
Trade off against you. We can hero power again and see where that gets us.
Reporting for duty.
Drop the Seabreaker, and hopefully the Seabreaker will be enough to deal with her, although I'm gonna guess it's gonna be Vile Spine.
What we do.
It's not Vile Spine, but it's about the same thing. Really? So, you're gonna die.
Purge.
Accept it. Fire away. I can use you to hit the Dancing Swords and then Red Band Wasp on you to do swing in and cannon. Or wait. No, I can't do enough cannon shells to actually give me victory.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
So I'm gonna hit you. No. Yes. Maybe. No, I need to... No, because I need to trade first. And then we can cannon twice. And then hit you with Siege Goliath. Seabreaker Goliath. Oh my gosh, what is so difficult about me to understand Seabreaker Goliath?
There once was a man from Gilneas.
And Forlorn Lovers are now officially dead. They have nothing they can do to stop me.
There once was a man from
The Gilnean man isn't enough to save you from the Seabreaker Goliath. Goliath, destroy the Forlorn Lovers, please, and get them out of my way.
My God!
Alright, there should be another passive treasure. No, we already got our passive treasure. Starseeker is funny, but I think tactical makes more sense here. It's also earlier game.
Face the wrath of this tormented earth. Cragtor, rise!
It has been a long time since we fought Cragtor, but I think Cannoneer with tactical reload or with the tactical buff is perfectly suited for killing Cragtor.
I am in position. A rolling stone gathers no moss.
We don't want Marshdrake because we can't use Marshdrake. I don't know why I'm holding on to Armorsmith. That's actually a horrible idea. I can Abusive Sergeant on turn 1, just ping for damage because the extra +2 attack won't matter against Army of Giants. So really I'm just having the Sergeant out there to deal damage and nothing else. Which, that's not a bad thing, really. I mean, you're gonna give me the art.
Made to fit.
Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? Do I cannon again? Yeah, we can, and I hope we don't hit the cornered sentry, but... Okay, we got the Lich King. Salutations, and welcome to the Brain Trust. It helps both people out, so why not? And salutations, Ratatouille. We can cornered sentry... Cannon 2 of them down... and kill off one of those cornered sentries to get some armor going, and then continue to punch through. Well, here's where we're probably going to be stopped for a little bit. Fire away.
Gadgets and steel.
You can trade with me if you want, but I'm going to do not much else. I would love to use Geosculptor Yip for something stupid, but I don't think we can do anything with Geosculptor Yip just yet. That gets rid of all our taunt minions, though. No, it doesn't. We can just put up the other alley armor smith.
This!
trade these two away, and then toss up the alleyway armor smith. Wait, you lived? Oh yeah, you were never touched. Whoops. Ah, Brian boy. Everyone always gets it wrong. Not like I care. I don't want to trade because trading is bad, but trading is also very good.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
I want to be a real knight. No, because I don't want a hungry Drake. Fine.
Run for it!
No, because then I just defeated the entire purpose. Oh well. Cannon once. I could Lich King, I would get exactly one Lich King card. I feel like it's worthwhile. If it's Army of the Dead, then I could clear his whole field and not have a problem from this point onward. How close are you to Barnabas? 2 more. Well, 1 more. It's arguably one of the better ones to have hit before. That's an Obliterate. I'm going to need the Obliterate if I'm going to continue with this. Let's... Hungry Dragon? It's still not good enough. Because it pops in on this side.
We're using real swords.
Sure. Cannon once. Cannon twice. Sold.
Strike!
I do thank you. I worked very hard to get this voice. I had spent many years in the womb, practicing and studying for my future developments.
Run away!
And eventually, this was the result. I should get rid of this. I don't think he has any more taunts in the way, and it's the highest health thing I could possibly think of. Exodia! Alright. Cannon once. Siegebreaker? Yeah, we could Siegebreaker and Cannon twice. And then we'll Alleyway Armor Smith and continue to punch down Cragtor. Because he's going to make everything cost 0. It was most certainly worth it. Barnabas, followed up by Poison Seeds. Actually, Poison Seeds isn't that big of an issue. It actually is not an issue because... Cannon, Armor Smith, and then just go face. Because now every time we hit the button, all of my stuff gets +1 attack.
Rotten tumor.
Right, you have Rotten Apple Bomb. Do you have any more Rotten Apple Bombs? I'll take that as a no. I'll take that as a... that's a lot of giants. Oh, thank goodness Caldara Drake doesn't work on bosses. If Caldara Drake worked on bosses, I'd actually scream. Press the button, the cannon up. Let's pump up you a little bit more. Trade you away and go face, and that should be lethal. Barely. Cragtor, get out of my face. Nala the Redeemer. Survives damage, gain Divine Shield. Just minion attacks, fire your guns. Or do I want to safe harbor? Do I have any big battle cries? Oh, why are you mad, Ratatouille? Do I want to... No, safe harbor doesn't seem like it's good enough. Give me the Tuskar Raider. We need to fire the cannons as many times as possible. And you know what? I think I can take another Lich King, because I think the Lich King might save me. Alright, we failed this once before. Let's do this again. Hello, Lord Godfrey.
Is yours.
Let's see if we can get rid of you and your pistol barrage. Let's hope you don't get Hunter's Instinct and Gazrilla in your opening hand again. Armorsmith, Bloodhoof Brave, and Alley Armorsmith.
Versus Lord Godfrey.
We'll get rid of the Alley Armorsmith and the regular Armorsmith to see if something's better.
traitor! It's time to pay.
You're one to talk about
Fair enough.
Crowley.
I'm just gonna hold on to the Bloodhoof Brave. Fair enough, Ratatouille. You can't see it right here, but I'm like raising an eyebrow, questioning what's going on. Alright, do you have Hunter's Instinct?
Told Greymane to leave you rotting in prison, Crowley.
You were rotten even before you died, Godfrey.
He does have Hunter's Insight. Oh no. It's a secret. I'm gonna guess it's the... I'm gonna hit the cannon. Okay, yeah, it is Dart Trap. Wasted secret. Dart Trap isn't really good for anything, and if I'm just hero powering, it's fine. You actually... So you do have Gazrilla in your opening hand each and every time. Okay, well, let's do this. Cornered Sentry.
Nice little
Let's shove as many taunts as we physically can in the way.
A fight! Count me in!
God, this is so annoying. Why? Why do you design a deck this way? How am I supposed to beat it? I don't run executes. They're not worth it. I'm dead. I'm already legitimately dead. I can't get a big enough taunt to stop this. Freaking Godfrey. Gazrilla, Grim Patron, and Bittertide. Well, okay, Bittertide Hydra you could deal with, but the Gazrilla opening hand I can't deal with. Here. Get in here.
Everyone! Get in here! Everyone! Get in here!
Who designed this deck from Godfrey? Because, Jesus Christ, it is the worst deck I've ever seen. I think I have a Brawl in this deck. It doesn't matter, I'm already dead. Like, I can't physically survive this.
Everyone!
Get in here, everyone, get in here.
Everyone! Get in here!
Like, they're supposed to be unfair, but Godfrey seems to be the most unfair of the bunch. Because this is the second time in a row he's had Gazrilla in his opening hand with the cost reduction effect.